Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. I haven't done one of these in a while. I don't know why. What's in the news? So, we're at the winter solstice today, December 21st. It is the first day of winter, shortest day of the year, longest night of the year. So I'm going to be asking what's in the news, and then I've got that monster deck I've put together, and we'll clarify it. We'll use these as clarifiers, okay? All right, so I think I'm going to pull, I don't know, 5 or 6. I'll just go with my intuition. What's in the news, and then we'll get clarifiers on it. What's in the news for winter solstice? Winter solstice, winter of 2026. Winter of 2026. We do Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces season. Some people, well, it's obviously summer solstice in the south and winter solstice in the north. The sun is actually at the Tropic of Capricorn right now. So that's the highest point in the south and the lowest point in the north. And that's why it's called tropical astrology. It's based on where the sun touches on the earth. So if you've ever looked at a map, it says Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn. Those are the farthest that the sun goes because of our angle up and down. So we are at the Tropic of Capricorn today, which is, like I said, when it's the lowest point, the sun is in the northern hemisphere, and the highest point, the sun is in the southern hemisphere. And that's why it's called tropical astrology, in case you didn't know why some was called tropical and some is sidereal or Vedic. What's going on in the news? I'm really warming these up, so you can feel free to go ahead if you want, but these need to be warmed up. There we go. There we go. They were sleepy, like we all get in the wintertime. All right, detective, snooping, digging for dirt, accusations. Now we've got a couple of really good cases right now. Do you believe the Rob Reiner? Do you believe what the Boston University shooter and the MIT? We've got a couple of really good stories going on, all about the Epstein file. So I can't wait to clarify that one. What's this one? Long haul, in it to win it, long-term intentions, invest. Is this about the truckers that are terrifying our highways? Tiptoeing, avoiding getting caught, acting shady, sneaking around. Oh, I wonder who that is. I wonder who that is. Skirt, quick getaway, the runner, escaping. Wonder who that is. I think I'm going to do 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Legal. Well, yeah, court, paperwork filed. Is this going to be more about the Epstein? Or is this going to be about our friend Giselle? She's applied for some kind of judicial review of her case that she's entitled to. Apparently, they say she has a 1 in a million chance of turning things over. But hey, like they said on Dumb and Dumber, oh, so you mean I have a chance? I would. What does she have to lose? I mean, if she's got the money to pay lawyers, what the heck? Right? Detective, snooping, digging for dirt, accusations. Ooh, this could even be what's going on with Erica Kirk, right? This could be a lot of things. This could be a lot of things. All right. I'm not going to drop these because I can't. My hands are too little. I'm going to split them up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to do this. Okay, so let's do 1. Damp and rainy realm, moisture abounds, wet serenity, drizzly delight. You know what I'm seeing here? Drugs, the magic mushrooms. long haul. Singer, resonance, moving hearts, harmony, emotion, performance. Tiptoeing at night, keeper of honor, armor, battle, loyalty. Okay, is this going to be somebody in the FBI, somebody in the Department of War, somebody, this is obviously keeper of honor, armor, battle, loyalty, avoid getting caught, acting shady, sneaking around, something in the legal profession, military profession. Let's find out. This one right here. Beauty salon, hairstyling, makeup artistry, relaxing spa services, grooming, and styling. I wonder if we're going to see another YouTube creator. Legal, cinema, silver screen, theater, movie night, film festival. Okay, is this somebody tied up in court, paperwork, filed? Is this something about the Reiner situation? Right? Are we going to hear, is he going to say something that his dad deserved what he got? Heartbreak place, loss, love, and grief, memories of a heartbreak. Detective. Okay, this is, I think this is the Charlie Kirk situation. Moisture abounds, wet serenity, drizzly delight. Will there be something about his blood? Spy, seeker of secrets, intelligence agents, covert, espionage, undercover, singer. Well, you know, sometimes when I read these cards, the singer is, remember the old saying? The singer, like, that would be somebody who squeals on you. It'd be somebody in jail who you know, acts as a witness so he gets out of jail. And look at singer and spy. So I wonder if we're going to hear something about a spy that's like double cross, double agent. Frigid realm, icy wilderness, Arctic wonders, polar extremes. Look at how this is all black and white. This one right here. I wonder if this is something in Canada. Okay. Drunkard, alcoholism, addiction, avoidance, abuse, beauty salon, skirt, quick getaway, the runner, escaping, beauty salon, drunkard. I wonder if we're going to hear like a famous YouTuber, somebody does makeup or something like that, and they're found drunk. What's this one here? Guide, navigator, progress, direction, cinema, legal. Interesting. Okay, one more on each. Farmer. Oh, farmer. Cultivation, harvest, land. Avenger, memory, resolve, hatred, plotting. Look at that. Spy, avenger, singer, and long haul. So I'm wondering if it's somebody who has been in the long haul, a spy for a very long time, and now he's avenging, like Assange or Snowden. I wonder if this is, could this be, you know why I'm thinking singer? Because he did put out a song, Kim.com. And he does live a long way away. Let's go to this next one. Church, spiritual sanctuary, sacred architecture. Interesting. A knight. Are we going to hear something about the Knight Templars? Tiptoeing. Frigid. Church. Okay. What's this one here? Drunkard. Vendor. Yeah, I think, look at merchant, retailer, individual entrepreneur. We might hear something about a YouTube or any kind of influencer, Instagram or whatever. Book collection, reading books, library. Reading books, research, resources. Okay. All right, let's get to the reading, and I'll just leave those there in case I want further clarification. Okay, detective, snooping, digging for dirt, accusations, damp and rainy realm, moisture abounds, wet serenity, drizzly delight, heartbreak place, lost love and grief, memories of heartbreak, farmer, cultivation, harvest land. I definitely need one more here. Laboratory, scientific research, experiments and analysis, innovation. I wonder if there's something about Charlie's death, about something about the blood, and about somebody who cleaned it up, or the laboratory. Or is this the Reiner situation? Wasn't he somehow involved with Bill Gates? Accusations, snooping, digging for dirt and farmer. Laboratory, heartbreak place, damp and rainy realm. I would never say that LA is a damp and rainy realm, but I'm wondering if it's something to do with the drugs. They've already come out and said that that he was schizophrenic, and if you go back on my reading, I did mention schizophrenia, and to that point they never said schizophrenia. So I was picking up on that already. I wonder if they changed his drugs, if this is something about the drugs that he was on. Farmer, cultivation, harvest, and lamb, and laboratory. I wonder if this has something to do with drugs and about who the one is that provided those drugs. I wonder if we are going to hear something more about the drugs that Nick Reiner is on. Long haul, in it to win it, long-term intentions, invested. I actually think this is Kim.com. And he's just recovering from a really bad stroke. He is a singer. He did have a DVD or CD out, or a song out, and he's on his boat. I don't know if you've ever seen it. He's on his boat, and he's got, his beautiful wife and 5 kids on there. Spy, seeker of secrets, and he's always been really connected to Snowden and Assange, avenger, and he is avenging right now. Memory, resolve, hatred, plotting. I'm gonna say this, we're gonna hear some kind of news. Let's see if we can figure out what the news is about Kim.com. The sky, infinite universe, cloud formations. Is he gonna travel somewhere? You know what I thought of when I saw this? I wonder if we're going to hear the death of somebody who um, he sings some spy stuff. He turns his back on his spying, like a Snowden, like a Julian Assange, and he gets taken out. Infinite universe. Doesn't that look like you'd think what heaven would look like? And somebody's been doing it for a long time, like Snowden and Assange. There's going to be something about a spy that we hear about, and that happens all the time with Russian spies, right? I think we're going to hear of a spy is going to confess something or go after the other team, go after his handlers, and his handlers win. Okay, tiptoeing. This is easy. Avoid getting caught, acting shady. A knight, keeper of honor, armor, battle, loyalty. Frigid realm, icy wilderness, Arctic wonders, polar extremes. I'm thinking this is Canada. Church, spiritual sanctuary, sacred architecture. I wonder if there's something with the Knight Templars coming up in Canada. Lighthouse, guiding light, symbol of hope, watchful sentinel. I think there's going to be something in Canada about a group, and they have to tiptoe to avoid getting caught. and sneaking around. And I think it's going to be something like the Knight Templars, Keeper of Honor, Armor, Battle, Loyalty in Canada. I think that they're going to be Christian based, and they're going to bring people a lot of hope. And as I say this, Christian based ex account, he's been arrested for hateful. It doesn't mean I agree with anything that he has said, but you have to wonder if someone's going to come and challenge that and get the troops going. I really think something's going to happen here in Canada, and it's going to be Christian based, and people are going to really finally feel like there's some kind of hope with this Knight, but they have to sneak around in the meantime. Okay, so something with Canada, a spy. Well, we've got a couple of really open cases right now. Could it be the Brown shooter, the MIT Brown University shooter? Could it be the Reiner situation? Could it be the Charlie Kirk situation? I think we're going to see some information regarding that. All right, skirt, scoot, right? Beauty salon, hairstyling, makeup, relaxing, spa, grooming and styling, drunkard, alcoholism, addiction, avoidance, abuse, vendor, merchant, retailer, individual, entrepreneur. I think something is a quick getaway, the runner escaping. We've seen a couple of the big YouTube influencers collapse or just leave. Coffee house, look at that. And look at that's the same thing. Coffee, tea, brews, pastry, indulgence. I think that's what it is. Beauty salon and coffee house. And I think it is it's something that a lot of people like enjoyed listening to. It was like kind of like an indulgent, or they poured a coffee and watched it. I think they're going to be embarrassed by some kind of addiction coming out. And we'll probably see them, or they disappear. There's a mystery around that. But I think they're going to be embarrassed by some kind of public display, because this coffee house is public, of their addiction or their drunkenness. All right, last one. Legal, court paperwork filed, cinema, guide in library, book collection, reading nooks, navigator, progress, direction. I'm going to say, because this is Silver Screen Theater, movie night, film festival, I think this, if anything, is the Reiner situation. And the reason I'm saying this guide is because they're on the streets, and he did live on the streets. Two wanted. Oh, look at that. As I said that, two wanted to come. Homeless. Yeah, this is about... this is definitely about, we're going to discover more. We're going to discover a lot here about what's really going on with all of this. Dense canopy, nature sanctuary, forest floor, homeless. Honestly, like as I was grabbing them, this came up. So yes, this is about Nick. We're going to discover a lot of more information. Perhaps this guide is people who lived with him on the street, or dense canopy, nature sanctuary, forest floor. You know what I'm getting with that? Disappear. Yeah, I think we're going to hear a lot about what's going on. Forest. What's this forest? I'm going to grab one more for this forest. Bard, keeper of epic tales, ballads, legends. I wonder if he has a friend whose actual name is Forest. Wouldn't that be something? Yeah, this is about definitely about Reiners because he's a legend. Or I wonder if it's that secret owl thing that's out in the forest. Okay, so we're going to hear a lot more about Nick. I wonder if he has a friend named Forrest that will come out and um, stand up for Nick. We're going to definitely discover a lot actually what's going on here. This will become an epic tale. All right. Well, that was fun. Happy solstice. Thank you very much for watching. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.